Hello, it's Shaq here, and welcome back to another behind the scenes video. And today we are starting a new series on behind the scenes videos. And you might be thinking that yes, we are in another flat world again, and it's not my sketchbook world. You can kind of see it is like a little bit. I've actually made this world out of mushroom. Basically, there's a mushroom that I really enjoy in Minecraft, so I decided to make the world out of this mushroom block, which is quite nice. This red sort of mushroom block. Basically, the world is quite low down, by the way. So, yeah, I'll kind of explain a little bit more about that today. So, basically, we're starting a new series. It's going to be like my sketchbook world a little bit, where I'm technically designing things for my lovely world. So this one is going to be a little bit more different. So what I'm going to be doing in this one is I'm going to be building like different kind of other things in the real life. So if it's either like KFC or McDonald's or Subway or anything like that, or different kind of other buildings or something like that. So it's going to be a little bit more different. And today we're going to be doing a series called Community World. So basically, if you know what a community world is, it's a thing where I'm going to be building different kind of stuff in the real life. So it is going to be a little bit more different. So I'm going to be talking about what things I'm going to be doing in this world, and also I'm going to be talking about what things I'm going to be building to design for my lovely world. So basically, this world and my sketchbook world are going to be a little bit more similar. But basically, the stuff that I build in this world, I'm going to be building in my lovely world as well. So basically, I'm doing two separate series for a sketchbook world and a community world. Well, that's if I do end up building these in my lovely world anyway. Because like I said, basically all of you guys do know that my lovely world is my main series on Minecraft at the moment, and I've been running on that for quite a while. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of explain of what this world is going to be. So yeah, so basically I'm going to be doing stuff in the real life. So I might be building kind of like some tall things, or I might end up maybe building my proper house in this world at some point as well. Yeah, there's going to be kind of like some few things I'll be thinking of to be able to build. Also, there will be some stuff that I won't be building, or maybe there will be some stuff that I will be building. So there is kind of a lot of things that I'm going to be doing in the future as well that I will be ending up to building, because yeah, because like I said, by the time I get halfway through it, I'll probably think of a lot more stuff, because like there's going to be a lot more stuff that I want to build anyway now, and by the time I build it in this world, I want to build it in my lovely world anyway. So hopefully that's going to be fine. Also, some of these might be in part videos, because like I said, if I'm building KFC, it might take me 2 videos to build it. So what I was actually thinking is like basically for the sketchbook worlds, I sometimes do part videos on them. So basically I do sometimes do like 3 or 2 parts, something like that, of basically just doing my buildings. So I've actually been thinking to do it in that world as well. So basically, if I'm building like a bit of a sort of thing, so if I'm building like maybe Pizza Hut, for example, that might take me like 3 parts to build, because Pizza Hut is a really good build in the real life, technically the way how they build it. So basically, that might end up taking me like 3 parts to be able to build, and then basically when I've got the hang of the building, I'll be able to build it in my lovely world, but do it in 3 parts as well. So basically, the plan's going to be is I'm going to build it in my sketchbook world, or in this world, and then basically when I've done that is I'm going to do it in my lovely world straight afterwards. So what I'm going to do is basically every link will say part 1, part 2, and part 3. From my lovely world, but by the time I do the video of making it. So yeah, that's gonna be the aim for it. So when I've actually built the proper one in my lovely world, because my lovely world's in survival and this one's in creative, and then what I can do is when I've done that one is I can copy the one in this world, and basically I can do it again, but just do it in creative mode. So yeah, so that's gonna be the basically the idea of what this community world is going to be able to be. And yeah, there's going to be a lot of things I'll be doing in this world. There is going to be maybe a lot of shops I'm going to be building as well, like local shops that they have in real life. So there's going to be a lot more things, like a football pitch and like a football stadium I'm going to be building as well. So yeah, there's going to be kind of a lot of things that I will be building in this world that will be featuring on my lovely world, because basically I want my lovely world to be a big city at the moment. So I just don't want to build like buildings and mini games and all that kind of thing. I just want to build like all different kind of things. So one thing that I was going to build at some point in my lovely world is I want to build a football stadium. That's one thing that I want to build, but like I said from before, that might take me a little bit of a while to build. So that'll probably take me like take me a few videos to build. So, like, basically, I want my lovely world to not be just building and playing mini games. I want it to be like something different, because I know that you might be thinking that that I'm copying Stampy at this point because I'm building a building and I'm building a mini game. But like, basically, I don't want to copy Stampy because basically I know that me and Stampy do the same series. But basically, I just don't want to like one thing that I am going to be not doing is I'm not going to be copying his buildings anyway. So basically, if I'm maybe building, for example, like a newspaper shop or something like that, like basically the way how he's built his newspaper shop, because I've seen his video, I'm not going to be building it in that block. I'll be building mine a little bit different, or maybe mine's going to be a little bit similar than his. So I'm like, basically, I'm not going to be copying his buildings, because why would I want to copy his buildings anyway? And then that means I will be copying him. So I'm going to try and think of my own ideas, my own town, my own mini games. And basically, when we've done that, we'll be all happy again. So, because I know that a lot of people have been commenting saying, like, you're copying Stampy or anything like that. But to be honest, I'm not really copying him. You might be thinking, like, the house is copying, but, like the house that I built, like, it's not even like his house. Like, my house is, like, a lot more different, because I think my house, I've got to say, is a lot more bigger than his anyway. So, because I've got a lot more rooms in my house. So, yeah, you might be thinking that basically I am copying him, but I'm not. I'm basically not copying him. I'm basically just playing Minecraft and just playing the game. That's what I'm doing. So but like all the basically all the buildings I've done so far, they're not like the same as Stampy's. So yeah, I don't know, but yeah. So I will be doing like different kind of buildings for the future, but yeah. So yeah, let's get back to basically these building strategies. So basically, I am going to be doing all different kind of buildings, because like when I end up building these like restaurants or something like that, I don't even know what they're going to be anyway. I don't even know what they're actually going to be able to be. I don't even know what the design's going to be or something like that. So I'll have to try and think of a decent idea to be able to think of, because at the moment my idea might be quite bad. So I'm going to try and think of like a really good idea to be able to like build all these or something like that. So I might think of like a decent idea to be able to start building these. But basically, what I'm going to do, by the way, is I'm just not going to build like out of the same block all the time. Basically, I've just been thinking that I just want to build out of different kind of blocks, because like, I know that Minecraft has so many blocks now you can choose from, and like there's actually not a block, basically a lot of blocks that I've not even used in my lovely world yet. So if you see my house, for example, like I have got a few blocks, the new blocks, but I've just not been using all the blocks, and like I know that all them blocks are not going to be for my house anyway, because I know that my house is like nearly done now, but I'm not going to be using all of them. So like the blocks I'm going to be using mainly is mainly just when I start building my my town. So basically, when I start getting my town underway, that's when I'll be starting to use all the new blocks or anything like that. And then basically I'll be able to switch between of what blocks I want to build out of, or something like that. Because basically I don't want to like build out of like completely the same blocks, because otherwise if I end up doing that, it's just going to feel a little bit silly, and I don't want to really bother like building anything like next to it or something like that. So yeah, that's kind of my thought at the moment about what I want to build for this community world, and it's going to be a lot more slightly different than what I thought about. So basically, when I end up doing all these kind of buildings, they're going to be a lot more different as well. Because like when I do the basically separate videos for it in this world and then do it in my lovely world, it might end up being a different block anyway. Because like basically I'll be thinking of what blocks I want to technically build for this world anyway. So I just want to kind of just let you know of what blocks I'm going to be using to be able to build it. So like that's kind of the basically a few of my thoughts at the moment about the yeah, about the community world, because I know that this community world is going to be a lot more simple than what it was in my community creative world, or maybe my sketchbook world or something like that. So I'm going to be kind of like thinking about like of what stuff I'm going to be doing for the future. So basically, I'm just going to be going through like of what's going to be the changes for everything I'm going to be doing for these yeah, for all these builds I'm going to be doing. So, like, technically all these builds I'm going to be doing are all going to be different anyway. So, like, there's just going to be, like, all different random sort of builds I'm going to be able to build out of or something like that. But hopefully I will definitely have a lot of ideas to be able to build out of some stuff. I know that my ideas might be quite poor at the moment. But basically, what I want to do, by the way, is I want to go and build out of something that I don't really use very much, or something like that, or maybe there's a block in creative that I've not really used before, and I can build out of that maybe. Because when I end up like building these stuff anyway in this world, like I'm not, because like my building skills are not too bad at the moment. So like if I'm building maybe a fast food restaurant or something like that, like it might be pretty much fine. But like basically I'll have to maybe have a look on Google or something like that to be able to see of what it's going to be looking like. So like basically I'll be able to like copy the one that's on like Google or something like that, but I might do it a little bit more different. Because like basically when I do KFC, like if I do like KFC or something like that, like what I could do is I could maybe copy it from Google, but not like copy it from someone else. So yeah, so that's basically what I've been thinking, because I want to build a KFC, because I know that all of you guys know that I do love KFC. I know that I do go there a lot, so that's basically one thing that I do want to build. I just want to build like a dramatic sort of a KFC and trying to think of what it's going to be or anything like that. So like KFC is like one of my favourite restaurants, and I just love going to it. Like fast food places is just absolutely amazing. So yeah, hopefully I will do KFC in a really good style. I'm actually not sure whether I will do it in a good style. I don't even really know, but hopefully that my style for it should be quite good for KFC. Another probably my style is going to be a little bit poor for it, but hopefully I might be able to think of the right blocks, because basically I have been looking at a few images of KFC, and apparently I do know what it looks like. So when I do end up building it, it might be a little bit more simpler with the stairs and all that kind of thing when there's a bit of a rooftop on it. But basically when I end up doing it, it's going to be a lot more different anyway when I do end up doing it. So like basically when I end up doing the KFC, it's going to be yeah, it's going to be a lot more different on block strategies and something like that. So like basically when I end up building it, it's just going to be just a lot more different to be able to like build and do strategies or something like that. But yeah, hopefully it's going to be really good. And like other things I'll be doing in the future as well, not just fast food. I'm going to go and build. I'm going to build some nightclubs as well. That's going to be one thing I want to build. Also, I want to go and build some like more like digit houses or something like that. So basically, the things that I built in my lovely world, I won't be putting them in this world. I won't be putting them in this world. So basically, this world I've just started is actually just a brand new world I've started. So basically, I'll be building my own things. I might be doing some stuff off camera for a bit. I might go maybe just build some stuff off camera for a bit, so I don't have to do like one in every video all the time. So that's basically one thing that I have been thinking to do. So like, just like technically just build something, and then I could just show it off in that video. So yeah, so that's technically one thing that I have been thinking of, because like I just don't have to do it in that world. I could just technically just show it off, and then basically when I've done that is when I've actually ended up building it is I can show it off probably a little bit more, and then basically what I can do after that is when I've technically like showed it off a little bit, and then yeah, basically I can just go and show you about of basically what it looks like or something like that. And then yeah, I pretty much just got it all done, and then we can say, well done for me to building that. So yeah, so that's kind of like just a few things that I just technically just wanted to just know about of what this kind of thing normally is, and just wanted to just let you know about it, because I know you guys might be thinking that like what is a community world, what sort of style is it normally or something like that. But yeah, it's just kind of a thing that I just come up with for me to be able to build like all my sort of new things or anything like that. And I think it's going to be a good series. I think it's going to be really good to be able to build like normal fast sort of things or something like that. But yeah, I think it's going to be really good. I can't wait to start this. I think it's going to be a really good series to be able to do that, because like basically there's going to be a lot of things that I am going to be building in this world anyway that's not actually going to involve in like real life or something like that. So there might be kind of things that I might be building in random sort of things, like things that I might be able to think of. I might end up maybe building a field or something like that. So there's kind of like just a few other like rambly sort of things that I might end up building, and it might just not be buildings or mini games or like fast restaurants and newspaper shops, something like that. It might just end up being like things that I probably will think of or something like that. So it'll probably be a few things that I'll probably be thinking of, and then when I've actually thought of the ideas, and then basically I could just come back to it and then just maybe build it in a separate video or something like that. So yeah, I don't really know, but hopefully there's going to be a few more things that I will be able to build in this world. If there's kind of a few more things that I'll be able to build or something, but yeah, I think it's going to be a really good world, and I can't wait to start it. So, yep. So I think that's going to be it for this video. I'm not going to make it too long today. So yeah. So what I'm going to do basically next week is I'm going to do it in a normal world as well. And basically that world's going to be a little bit same, but that one's going to be a little bit similar as well. And why I'm going to be doing different stuff on that world. Because what I'm going to be doing, by the way, is I'm going to be switching between that world and this world as well. But they're just technically going to be different things. So yes, probably want to come back on this again. I'll start building my my thing, but I don't know what that is going to be, but I'll have to let you know. So, yep, hopefully you guys enjoyed this first video, and me showing you guys my community world. So, if you guys have enjoyed, please give me a thumbs up. Please go subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. But yeah, for now, I want to thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye!